Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Tipton High School, home of the Blue Devils. Tonight, first home game for the Blue Devils. We'll mention we welcome you to today's education-based Indiana High School varsity boys basketball game. Tonight, it's the Frankton Eagles as they travel maybe 15, 16 miles. Not too far away. They'll be here with the Tipton Blue Devils. The JV contest was decided by Tipton. I got to mention, Frankton Eagles came back late in the second half. It was a 35-23 contest. Tipton got the win. Pretty good environment here tonight. Got to mention, they got a brand new revisited gym. It's renovated. It looks spectacular. Got a new paint job around the Inferno. It looks good. They took the wood off of the floor completely, put a new wood floor down. They re-shellacked it. They repainted it. It's got a stain inside the three-point line, but I'm not in the paint, not in the lane. It's regular color there. It's stained. It's a light color, and it's got the Blue Devil new logo out on center court. And that's where the Frankton Eagles are stretching out right now. And pretty good environment right here, the Inferno. And this floor pretty much was paid for, I would guess, by Encompass Credit Union. Encompass Credit Union. It is named Encompass Courts. Plus, it also has their logo on opposite sides of the gym floor, and on opposite sides of that, they have Blue Devils. So pretty good environment right here at Tipton High School. And they have two Jumbotrons, and they're working on them right now. They're showing the logo, a little bit of a relaxing back and forth. And I tell you what, this place looks very marvelous, and that's probably an understatement. We'll talk about each school participating in tonight's ball game. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Frankton Eagles. Frankton Eagles back home, they have a gym capacity of 2,400. That's pretty good capacity because they're going to host Sectional 39 out of Class 2A. Their enrollment at Frankton Eagle High School is 531. As mentioned, Class 2A, Sectional 39, there are 6 in that sectional. And as mentioned, that sectional will be played at Frankton High School. In their sectional is Elwood, Frankton, LaPel, Sheridan, Taylor, and Tipton. The principal at Frankton High School is Mr. Brett Sanders. The athletic director, he is also the basketball coach. I really enjoy him. He is quite a gentleman. That is coach and athletic director Brent Brobston. The athletic secretary, she was most instrumental for putting me in sports. For this contest, that's Katrina Hunter. And we'll mention Frankton High School is located at 610 Clyde Street, Frankton, Indiana, 46044. You can dial them by telephone at 765-754-7221. We'll also mention that you can find them on the website at FranktonEaglesAthletics.com. And I will also mention they wear the colors red and white. They perform in the Central Indiana Conference. There are 8 teams in the Central Indiana Conference. Presently, early season rankings, here's where they stand. At number 1, it's Madison Grant. The Argyles are 1 win, no losses. At number 2, Oak Hill Golden Eagles, 2 wins, 1 loss. At number 3, the Blackford Bruins. Blackford Bruins are 1-1. At number 4, it's the Frankton Eagles. They are also 1-1. This is early season. At number 5, it is the Elwood Panthers. They're 1-2. At number 6, the Mississinawa Indians. They're 1-2. And at number 7, it's the Alexandria Tigers. They had a tremendous football season this year. They are currently 0 wins and 2 losses. And at number 8, it's the Eastbrook Panthers. They're currently 0 wins and 1 loss. We'll mention the Frankton Eagles, as mentioned, they're 1 win, 1 loss on the season. Their first conference game is going to happen next Friday. That'll be December 13th. The Eastbrook Panthers will be at Frankton. The head coach for the Frankton Eagles is Coach Brent Brobston. Coach Brobston, 255 wins, 146 losses. He's working in year number 17 at Frankton High School. He's been to 2 championship games. He's won one of those. He's 1-1 in the championships. We'll also mention, as mentioned, next week, Friday, the 13th of December, 6:30 and 8 o'clock, Eastbrook Panthers will have a conference game at the Frankton Eagles. Now we'll talk a little bit about the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils, they have a school enrollment of 454. Their school was founded, they tell me, in 1962. They're also Class 2A, Sectional 39, 5 in that sectional. You've already heard who they are. We'll go ahead and mention it's going to be at Frankton, and we'll let you know alphabetically. With the mascot included, it is the Elwood Panthers, the Frankton Eagles, Lapel Bulldogs, Sheridan Blackhawks, Taylor Titans, and the Tipton Blue Devils. The principal at Tipton High School is Mr. Craig Leach. The athletic director is Mr. Corey Fernung. The assistant AD and the middle school athletic director is Alec Weddle. The athletic trainer at Tipton High School is Burke Emmerts. Tipton High School is located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can dial them by telephone at 765-675-7431. On the web, you'll find them at tiptonathletics.com. They wear the colors blue and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. There are 9 teams in the Hoosier Conference. In basketball, they have an East Division and a West Division. In the East, presently at the top, 1-0, the Tipton Blue Devils. Second place, presently, 2-1, that's the Hamilton Heights Huskies. Also 2-1, the Logansport Berries. And also at 2-1, the Western Panthers. In the West Division, there are 5 teams. At the top, presently at 2-1, Central Catholic Knights. Second place, 2-2, Benton Central Bison. Also at 2-2 in third place, Twin Lakes Indians. In fourth place at 1-2, the West Lafayette Red Devils. And in fifth place, they've already played 4 games. They're 1-3, the Rensselaer Central Bombers. As mentioned, the Tipton Blue Devils are currently 1 win, no losses on the season. They've not played a Hoosier Conference East Division game as of yet. And we'll mention last week, actually it was 11 days ago, their first outing was at Tri-Central. That was on the 26th of November. Tipton got the win, 64-40. The head coach of the Tipton Blue Devils, working in year number 6 at Tipton High School, Mr. Cliff Hawkins. Cliff Hawkins has a record of 89 wins and 36 losses at Tipton High School. Overall, he's working in year number 44. 44th year, 586 wins, 395 losses. He's just 19 games away from that 1,000 mark. We'll see that this season. We'll talk that up when that happens for sure. The next game on the agenda for the Tipton Blue Devils is going to be next Friday, December 13th, 6 o'clock and 7:30 for the varsity. Tipton Blue Devils will be at the Western Panthers. That will be the first Hoosier Conference East Division matchup. And that will be, as mentioned, on the 13th, next Friday of December 13th. And you can listen. If you cannot make the game, putmeinsports.com will be there. But it's always best to be at the game live. And we'll mention them after that, next Saturday, the special Saturday ball game. That'll be next Saturday, December 14th. The Delta Eagles will be the visiting team against the Tipton Blue Devils. That game will start at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m., but that game going to happen again over at Muncie Central High School. So Muncie Central going to give up their gym. It's going to be a neutral setting for the Delta Eagles and the Tipton Blue Devils. A year ago, if you remember correctly, Blue Devils came back from a pretty good deficit in the fourth quarter to tie it up, get to overtime, and the Blue Devils came out of there with a win against Class 3A Delta Eagles. We'll talk a little bit about the Hoosier Conference. Hoosier Conference game night tonight on December 6th. We'll mention 6 games. We'll talk about what happened last night. There were 6 games last night in the Hoosier Conference. 8 Hoosier Conference teams were in action. Hamilton Heights went to Newcastle. The Huskies got the win, 74-66. The Western Panthers, they traveled to Northwestern last night. Western got the road win, 51-36. The Pioneer Panthers, they traveled to Logansport last night. Logansport, the home team, got the win, 68-39. The Twin Lakes Indians, they were on the road last night. They went to Rensselaer Central. Twin Lakes got the win, 60-45. Central Catholic Knights, they were on the road last night. They traveled to Benton Central, did battle with the Bison. Central Catholic got the win, 54-50. And the West Lafayette Red Devils, they were on the road last night. They went to McCutcheon. McCutcheon Mavericks got the win, 62-59. Tonight on the agenda in the Hoosier Conference, December 7th, there are 3 games, including 3 conference teams. All 7:30 starts. Tonight, it's Frankton at Tipton. That game getting ready to tip off here momentarily. The Frankfurt Hot Dogs are at the Western Panthers tonight, and the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles are at Hamilton Heights to battle with the Huskies this evening. Now we'll talk about the Central Indiana Conference. Game night happening tonight, December 7th. While I'm talking about December 7th, got to mention Pearl Harbor Day. Pearl Harbor Day, I believe it was back in 1941. And we owe definitely a tribute to that particular day and time. And I will also mention today is Larry Bird's birthday. And we'll mention at 1:30. There's a 1:30 game this afternoon. I failed to write the score down. Oak Hill is at Norwell. They were at Norwell this afternoon. 7:30 start tonight. Alexandria at Eastern. 7:30 start. Blue River at Blackford. 8 o'clock start tonight. Elwood and Eastbrook. That's a conference game in the Central Indiana Conference. 7:45 start. Madison Grant at Clinton Central. 7:30 start. Frankton Eagles right here with the Tipton Blue Devils. And one game last night happening in the Central Indiana Conference. It was the Eastbrook Panthers traveling to Shenandoah. They battled with the Raiders. Shenandoah got a win, 46-44. The clock getting ready to empty out. And you're going to hear the buzzer here momentarily, and here it comes. And getting ready for basketball. We're going to meet the starting lineups. But first, we're going to see Coach Cliff Hawkins out on midcourt. He's got a basketball in his hands. And that might be the regional basketball win from a year ago. And that was a good win, good season. And we're going to go ahead and mention a little bit more. We're not going to be able to capture that audio. But we'll mention bringing you tonight's ball game at Tipton High School is the Shack. The Shack located at 311 East Jefferson Street. Rutledge Well Drilling. Noblesville Trophies. Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21. Jim Dandy Restaurants, Noblesville and Tipton. Indiana Express Rentals in Noblesville. Hope Jewelers, Tipton. Encompass Credit Union, Tipton. Frankfurt and Kokomo. Discount Copies. Jeans Auto Parts. Camino and Company. And AGM Auto bringing you tonight's contest. We're going to set this down for our national anthem. That's our national anthem, and that was the Tipton High School Band. They locate themselves on the stage, and I tell you what, they practice and practice, and they are good. We'll mention starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First for the Frankton Eagles. Wearing number 2, he's 6'4" tall. He's a senior, Brady Carmack. He has the highest point average, 21.5 points per game. Wearing number 21, 6'2" junior, 5 points per game average, Ethan Stansberry. Wearing 23, a 6'2" junior, that's Noah Melvin. Noah Melvin, 7 points per game average. Number 24 is 6'6" sophomore Trey Bennett. Trey Bennett, sophomore, 6'6". And wearing number 32 for the Frankton Eagles, he's 6'2" tall. He's a senior, Joey Wright, averaging 16 points per contest. The head coach for the Frankton Eagles is Coach Brent Brobston. Now for the Tipton Blue Devils, they'll start like this. Wearing number 2, he's 6'2" tall. He's a sophomore, Peyton Aller. He got 10 points versus Tri-Central. Wearing number 3 for the Blue Devils, he's 6'6" tall. He's a senior, Grady Carpenter. He got 28 points versus Tri-Central, and he got 7 rebounds and 8 assists with 3 steals. Wearing number 5 for the Blue Devils, he's 6'1". He's a senior, Sam Quigley. He chipped in with 7 points versus Tri-Central. Wearing number 12 for the Blue Devils, he's 6'8" tall. Sophomore, that's Grayson McFalls, 7 points, and he's 1 for 1 from the free throw line. He got a 3-point play versus Tri-Central. And wearing number 21 for the Blue Devils, 6'2" senior, Landon Spidell. Landon Spidell, he's there on the boards. He got 4 points versus Tri-Central. The head coach for the Tipton Blue Devils is Mr. Coach Cliff Hawkins. Cliff Hawkins coaching the Blue Devils. They're going to jump it up. It's going to be Tipton Blue Devils. They'll send to the center circle. Grayson McFalls at 6'8". He'll jump it up against, we'll double check here. Here comes the toss. Tip goes to the backcourt, picked up by Tipton Aller. Jumping up against him was 24, Trey Bennett, sophomore, 6'6". Ball's in the front court, Blue Devils. Out top of the circle, working around to Aller. Peyton Aller works at right side, Grady Carpenter. Out top, Quigley, going to be a jump ball. Simultaneous possession there. Going to give the ball back to the Frankton Eagles. They'll have their first possession. Blue Devils never got a shot off. So that's just about like the Frankton Eagles got the opening tip. They're in the front court now on the dribble. Going to lose the handle, nearly stolen by Peyton Aller. Goes out of bounds at 32, Joey Wright. Wondering if there were some hands right there. There were some hands. We'll see if the official's going to call this game tight or loose. We'll see. They got 3 of them. Crossing the timeline with the basketball. 24, Trey Bennett. They're working back around. That was actually 32, Joey Wright. They're working out top of the basketball. And for 2, Brady Carmack. They're moving around the perimeter back to Carmack. Right side behind the arc. Joey Wright out top of the circle. 3-point shot good. That's number 2, Brady Carmack. He gets his first 3-point shot of the season. He's now 1 for 4. Ball's in the backcourt. Going to be bringing to the front court. Toss it in. Across the timeline. Working back to Grady Carpenter. Inside out play. Peyton Aller tries a 3. Wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. It's going to be another jump ball. Going to be a tie-up and a jump ball. Going to be a couple of guys there in red, one in white. Sam Quigley was in white. They're going to give this one to the Blue Devils. Alternate possession arrow. And the Blue Devils going to bring that left to the bucket on the baseline. Quigley. Bounce pass in to Peyton Aller. Back out top. Grady Carpenter. They're going to call an offensive foul. They're going to whistle an offensive foul. So they're going to call this game pretty tight. So the foul's whistled on Tipton. And he'll pick up his first foul in the contest. And looking for some help on the scoreboard. We get it now. It's 21. Landon Spidell picks up his first. Out top of the circle, dribble in. Joey Wright, left-handed layup, got the bucket. And he's going to count one there. He'll shoot one more. Joey Wright, left-handed, up the glass, and he'll shoot one. They're going to whistle this foul on Tipton Blue Devil. Double check there. It's going to be whistled on number 12, Grayson McFalls. He has one. Three-point play opportunity is good. That's 32, Joey Wright. Joey Wright has shot the most free throws for Frankton. He's now 8-for-12 on the season. Trying to flip the ball around. Peyton Aller. He gets the ball back. Swatted back to him. He's in the front court now. He'll pass it out top in the corner right there. And it's Grady Carpenter trying to find Landon Spidell down low. Couldn't find him. Stolen and finally picked back up and steal. Right back. McFalls gets the ball at half court. So they trade turnovers right there, and the Blue Devils keep the ball. It'll get foul whistled. Grady Carpenter out top of the circle trying to dribble in. Left elbow. High dribble, but he'll get fouled. They're going to whistle this foul on Frankton. 32, Joey Wright picks up his first. Team foul number 1, Tipton has 2. When we get to 5 fouls in each quarter, whoever gets fouled in the 5th foul will go to the stripe, and they'll shoot 2. That rule was implemented, I should say, last season. They'll clear the board there for each quarter. So inside-out play, they get out this Quigley. Shot taken. It wasn't going to kill. It was behind the whistle. They're going to whistle this one on Frankton. And it's going to be whistled on 23, and Noah Melvin. He picks up his first foul. Both teams have 2. So they're working in. Alley-oop play in the paint. Shot going to go for Grady Carpenter. Landon Spidell trying to come up with it. Finally coming up with the rebound, Brady Carmack. Carmack in the front court. He get about out top. Working out there, Joey Wright. 5:55 on the game clock. 6-0 contest. Frankton in front. They'll go to the corner baseline. 3-point shot wouldn't go. Shot taken there by Stansberry. Ball chipped out of bounds on the rebound. Going to belong to Tipton. First substitution in the ball game is going to be for Tipton. Number 4, Quinn Smith. And Grayson McFall is going to take a breather. So they work the ball in. Grady Carpenter back to Quigley. They're trying to break the press with the pass. They'll dribble across the timeline. Grady Carpenter. Front court, Peyton Aller. Now Quigley. Quigley back to Grady. Outside the arc, he'll launch a 3. 3-point shot short off the rim. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Carmack. Carmack to the front court on the dribble. He'll work it down low. Going to be tipped away by Quinn Smith. Ball's loose. Might be another tie-up here in the first quarter. And some tippers are flaring right there. And everything's cool. They stop it before it starts. And the official going to have a little conversation there with a couple of guys, one from each school. And I'm not going to mention who they are, but they're going to talk about it. And then they're going to nip it in the bud. That's what Barney Fife says, and I think they will. So ball's going to be brought in. That was alternate possession arrow. Going to give it back to Frankton. Grayson McFall's back in the ball game. Coach Cliff Hawkins not real enthused about that type of play. And Landon Spidell going to take a breather, but he'll get a swig of water. In the paint, Carmack. He'll go up with a shot outside the arc, or outside the paint. Wouldn't go. Foul's going to be whistled. They're going to call this on Frankton. These loose balls, I tell you what, they're going after them. Tonight, it means a lot. Frankton and Tipton, they play to win. Not like they wouldn't play to win, but they played to win when these two teams get together. Substitution in the ball game for Frankton is going to be number 14, Blake Nickham. Blake Nickham, he's 6'5". He's a junior. Taking a breather for Frankton is 23, Noah Melvin. Ball's in the backcourt. He'll dribble to the front court. He'll bounce it across. Quigley to Quinn Smith. Now to Grady Carpenter. Back pedal dribble near the scorer's bench. Deep in the corner near the scorer's bench. He's going to pick up a screen from Grayson McFall. He'll dribble it just outside the paint. Left side, rims around, wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Collected by Joey Wright to the front court. Step back 3. 3-point shot wouldn't go. That was Carmack. Rebound out to Grady Carpenter. He'll push it up ahead. Peyton Aller. They're going to call an offensive foul. They're going to say Aller might have dipped his shoulder there going up for the shot. Left the bucket in the paint. And they're going to whistle this foul on Peyton Aller. So the Blue Devils pick up their 3rd foul here in the first quarter. 2 thus far, first quarter, for Frankton. And that was Aller committing the foul. I believe that was his first. Ball's out top. Working the basketball around, 24. Trey Bennett Outside the arc, Blake Nickham. Back pedal dribble. Joey Wright, he'll hand off. 21, Ethan Stansberry. They'll move it around the perimeter. Guarding the ball right there is Grady Carpenter. He's working against Blake Nickham. 6'5" versus 6'6". Ball's going to be a holding foul. It's going to be a holding foul on the entry pass and try to get it into paint. And they're going to whistle this foul on 12 of the Blue Devils, Grayson McFalls. Grayson McFalls picks up his second foul here in the ball game. Ball's going to be brought in left of the bucket on the baseline. We're going to see Landon Spidell back in. Grayson McFalls going to take a breather. 4:17 left here in the first quarter. It's still 6-0. Frankton in front. Going to tip it in deep in the front court. Picked up on the pass, Ethan Stansberry. Picked up there. Guarding Stansberry is Quinn Smith. They go baseline, get the basketball. He's got the dribble available. He'll bring it back out top. Joey Wright with the basketball. Working against him is Peyton Aller. They'll work it around the perimeter, out in front of the Blue Devils bench. They work it back in, and that was Brady Carmack, a good entry pass and a 2-point bucket in the paint. Trey Bennett. It's an 8-0 contest. Frankton in front. Blue Devils going to cross the timeline on the dribble, get it into Quinn Smith, right elbow. He'll bounce it down low. It's going to be stolen away as the pass comes out from Landon Spidell. Stolen right there in the front court now. That was Blake Nickham with the steal. They're working back out top, Joey Wright. Going to be a reach in there, working the basketball. Joey Wright guarding him is for Quinn Smith for the Blue Devils. They're working down low. Quinn Smith going to guard the basketball. Reverse layup wouldn't go for 24. Bennett out top of the basketball. They're working back to Carmack around the perimeter. Back to Carmack. They'll reset the offense. So Blue Devils going to play defensively. Grady Carpenter working against Carmack. That's Brady Carmack. 3:08 on the game clock. First quarter. 8-0 contest. Blue Devils looking for a bucket. Outside the arc. Going to dribble around the perimeter. Out top to Carmack. Brady Carmack going to drive the lane. He'll go up the shot. He'll absorb a foul. And he'll shoot two. The Blue Devils going to put Carmack at the stripe. And a sub check in after the first shot. Foul's going to be whistled on the Blue Devils. At the free throw line is number 2, Brady Carmack. That foul whistled on Quigley. He has one. First shot up and good. Brady Carmack. Carmack, I should mention, he's shot the most free throws on the season. I think I said Joey Wright has. Carmack is now 12 for 15 on the season. He started the game at 79%. He got both of them here. So timeout on the floor to be called by the Tipton Blue Devils. Blue Devils coach Cliff Hawkins going to call timeout with 2:55 left. Here in the first quarter, Frankton Eagles have a 10-point advantage. And we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by The Shack. Hey, Blue Devil fans, looking for that perfect spot before or after the game? Swing by The Shack, your ultimate game day hangout. They've got something for every team member, whether you're craving a classic Shack pizza or ready to tackle that Shack stack with single, double, or triple burger patties. And that's not all. They've got your game day staples, such as cold beers, refreshing cocktails, or their loaded spiral potatoes. Bring your game face and your appetite and your friends for a winning experience at The Shack, located at 311 East Jefferson Street, Tipton. Check out them on Facebook. Stay up to date on specials and events. See you at The Shack. That's The Shack, 311 East Jefferson Street in Tipton. So there's a second buzzer. 60-second timeout. Ball's going to belong to the Blue Devils. They're going to bring it in bounds at their own baseline underneath. I take that back. Opposite side of the court. They'll bring it in 84 feet. They'll have some 2 guys guarding the basketball. So we're right there to get into Grady Carpenter. On the dribble, he's going to pass it cross court to get it to Quigley. Spin move, kicks it back out. Peyton Haller back to Quigley. Behind the arc, he'll work the right side. Grady Carpenter's dribble threat available. He'll pass it. He'll go left side. Behind the arc, 3-point shot, good. And Quigley puts the Blue Devils on the board with a 3. 10-3 contest, 2:33 left. We're in the first quarter at Tipton High School on a Saturday night. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. Peyton Aller with some good hands. Aller, pretty good matchup, guarding Brady Carmack right there. So ball goes out of bounds. Going to be brought in by Joey Wright. right of the Frankton Eagle bucket on their own baseline. Looking to get it in. He'll bring it in. Ball brought in. Ethan Stansberry. Back out. Carmack. He'll bring it back out top. They'll set the offense with Blake Nickham. They'll get it back to Joey Wright. Deep in the front court. Picked up there by Sam Quigley. He'll work it left side on the dribble. He'll take it outside the arc. You get the ball back. Joey Wright. He'll bounce past right corner. Brady Carmack. He'll dish it inside. 34. Javon Miller in the ball game. He tipped it back out. 3-point shot wouldn't go for Joey Wright, but a rebound putback. Power layup. Baseline layup for Ethan Stansberry is good for 2. To the front court. Blue Devils, Grady Carpenter. Works it right side. Quigley. On right side in the corner. Works it back around Peyton Aller. Sets his hands with Quinn Smith. They go dive baseline. That was Grady Carpenter. Grady Carpenter, 2 points off the glass. Just outside the paint. 12-5 contest. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Outside the arc, they called a 3. If it went, it didn't go. Shot taken there by Stansberry. To the front court. Bounce pass underneath the bucket. Landon Spidell going to get his shot blocked. A shot blocked by Javon Miller of Frankton. They'll dribble back around. Brady Carpenter. Going to be a reach-in foul. They're going to whistle this on Sam Quigley. Brady Carpenter was driving the lane. Quigley, a reach around, going to call the foul. And the Blue Devils going to pick up their 5th foul here in the first half. So it's going to be a 2-shot foul. That's the way they do it. It might have been 6 foul. They put 6 on the board. Doesn't really need the 6 up there. First shot is good. And Brady Carmack is 3 for 3 at the stripe tonight. Taking a breather for the Blue Devils is Sam Quigley and Quinn Smith. In the ball game for the Blue Devils is number 40, Jace Clark, 6'3 junior. And number 32, Isaac Humrickhouse, a 6'3 junior. Second shot rims out, wouldn't go for Carmack. Rebound, Landon Spidell. They get it to point guard, Grady Carpenter here across the timeline at a trot pace. We're going to back around. 1:05 left. The 13-5 contest. Frankton by 8. We're going to have the basketball. Out top, Grady Carpenter. Back pedal dribble. We're going to guess him is Joey Wright. Through the legs, he'll drive the lane. Floater, he'll work it down low. 2-point shot wouldn't go. Shot taken by Landon Spidell. This time he'll be fouled from behind. Coach Brobston wanted to know if that was a clean block. It was close, but the official blows his whistle. And Landon Spidell going to shoot his first foul shot of the season. First shot is good. So Spidell, he's 1 for 1. And he'll have one more. That foul's whistled on 21, Ethan Stansberry. He has 1 in the contest, and Landon Spidell got both of them. So it's a 13-7 ball game. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Crossing the timeline with a pass right there. Carmack, well, he'll get the ball back. That's actually 21, Ethan Stansberry. From the corner baseline, 3-point shot rims out. That was Blake Nickham. Rebound Carmack. Carmack dribbles around. He go off the glass. Shot would go. Fight for the board there. It's loose. Picked up at the free throw line. He's going to drive in. Floater is good. Frankton Eagle, 21, Ethan Stansberry. Right place, right time. The possible steal in the backcourt. Ball's loose. Ball's going to be out of bounds. It was tipped nearly safe from going out of bounds by 14, Blake Nickham. 15.5 seconds left. Going to be brought in. Backcourt by Peyton Aller. About 3/4 court. He'll bounce it in to Grady. 14 seconds. Clock moving. Grady going to call out play number 1 across the timeline at a walk pace. 7 seconds left. He's out top near the center circle. He'll dribble in. He'll pop a shot. He's going to take a shot. But he passed it down low to Landon Spidell. Hard pass, hard to handle. Blue Devils going to get a shot off. We'll go to a quarter break at the end of 1 quarter of play. Frankton Eagles, 15. Tipton Blue Devils, 7. And they may put some time on the clock. I believe they will. The buzzer went off a little bit after the ball went out of bounds, so they're going to put some time on the clock. We'll see what they're going to do. It says 0.0 right now, and they see if they're going to put it on there. They're going to have to, and they're going to have to hit the point button and a couple of zeros. And a substitution back in the ball game for Frankton is 24, Trey Bennett. So they put 0.5 on there. 5/10 of a second. Here comes the inbound. Peyton Aller inside play. Try to get an alley-oop play. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter was wondering about a foul. No foul called. And that will conclude the first quarter. It's a 15-7 contest. Frankton Eagles up on Tipton after one. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Rutledge Well Drilling. Rutledge Well Drilling, when you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. Pumps, sales, surface, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. You can call Rutledge Well Drilling. Reach them at 765-292-2315. Again, that number is 765-292-2315. Or visit them on their website, rutledgewelldrilling.com. They're just west of Atlanta, probably about 3 miles. We'll mention they are licensed, they are insured, they are honest, they are dependable, and they are always professional. That's Mike, Nathan, and Levi Rutledge, Rutledge Well Drilling, Atlanta, Indiana. A little bit from now, we'll try to pick up on Class 2A. USA Today poll through this week, December 2nd. We'll mention there are top 21 teams. We'll try to mention those in just a bit. But second buzzer, we're going to inbound the basketball. It's going to be second quarter. Alternate possession arrow gives it to Tipton. So Peyton Aller brings it in slightly in the backcourt. Grady Carpenter. He'll dribble it right side and go back around the perimeter. Jace Clark. We'll get back in. Peyton Aller back into Grady. He'll back his way in the paint. He'll take a jumper off the paint, off the glass. It wouldn't go. But he earned that foul, and he'll go to the stripe, and he'll shoot 2. So they're going to whistle this first foul in the second quarter. They're going to whistle this foul on the Frankton Eagles. It's going to be whistled on 14. Blake Nickham. First shot is good for Grady Carpenter. Carpenter is now 6 for 8 on the season. The free throw line, he started 71%. He got both of these. So he's 7 for 9. The ball brought in from the backcourt. Blue Devils providing some pressure. Grady Carpenter. Now Jace Clark will meet him at the center line. They'll pass it across. We'll get the ball worked back around. 21, Ethan Stansberry. They'll try to go to the corner with it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be the last touch by, they say the Blue Devils touched it. They're going to keep the ball in the front court. They're going to say the Blue Devils touched the basketball. One official was ready to bring it into Tipton. The other one said no. Ball was tipped by Tipton. So they're going to bring it in from the corner there. It's going to be brought in by 14, Blake Nickham for Frankton. Loose pressure. He'll pass it to the backcourt. He'll retrieve it. Joey Wright. They go back to 83 feet away from baseline to baseline. He'll bring it across the timeline. Joey Wright. We're going to get him. Sam Quigley. Works it right side behind the stripe. Ethan Stansberry. Stansberry gets the ball back. He'll bounce it baseline. Dribble once. 34, Javon Miller, and he's going to throw the ball away. It's going to be picked up by Sam Quigley. To the front court, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter, back pedal dribble. He's going to work it back around, pick up a screen from McFalls. He'll hit McFalls on the give and go. McFalls' 2-point bucket off the glass. Grayson McFalls, a 6'8" sophomore. Works it back the other direction. Frankton Eagles. Shot wouldn't go. First shot taken there by Brady Carmack. He got his own board. And by that time, they tie him up. It's another jump ball. 4 jump balls in the first half. Sounds like a girls' game. But they're playing to win. Going to go left of the bucket. Going to bring it in. Frankton Eagles, Joey Wright. Guarding the inbound slightly is Grady Carpenter. They go to the corner with it. Going to dribble in. Brady Carpenter. Shot off the mark. Baseline jumper wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. Picked up by Humrickhouse. That's 32. Isaac Humrickhouse, 6'3" junior. Between the legs. Going to dribble in. Grady Carpenter. He'll go off the glass. He'll absorb a foul. He'll shoot 2 more. So that foul is going to be whistled on the Frankton Eagles. 24, Trey Bennett. 6'6" sophomore. So Bennett and McFalls, they can play a couple of more years up there with their head in the clouds. First shot wouldn't go. Grady Carpenter, he'll get 1 more. It's a 15-11 contest. Frankton by 4. Now Frankton by 3. Grady Carpenter got the back end of a 2-shot foul. We're working from the backcourt. We're back and forth. Joey Wright. He'll cross the timeline on the dribble. Picked up by Quigley. They'll bounce the baseline. Brady Carmack. And we're going to round the quick. 3-point shot. Left elbow extended, good. Credit the bucket, number 14, Blake Nickham for Frankton. We're back the other way. Isaac Hummerkaus. 3-point shot wouldn't go. Rebound out there, picked up by 14, Blake Nickham. It's an 18-12 contest. 6:08 left here in the second quarter. Ball's in the front court. With the basketball, Stansberry. He'll tip it back out. 3-point shot, good. Joey Wright just left of center. Takes the lead to 21-12. Frankton by 9. Outside the arc, going to dribble in now is Sam Quigley. Cross-court pass to the corner. Jace Clark, 3-point shot, wouldn't go. Rebound, McFalls to get it back to Grady Carpenter. Works it right side. Left elbow extended, 3-point shot, wouldn't go for Quigley. Rebound, McFalls to get it back out to Carpenter. He'll try a 3, left elbow extended, and it wouldn't go. Rebound out of there, Frankton Eagles, 24, Trey Bennett. So dribble through the timeline. Joey Wright to work it in. Brady Carmack going to go baseline jumper. Shot wouldn't go. That was 24, Trey Bennett. Rebound Grady. He'll go coast to coast. Ball's going to be kicked out of bounds. Going to be no foul called, but the ball will stay in the front court with Tipton. Substitution for Frankton. Back in the ball game, original starter, number 23, Noah Melvin. Noah Melvin, a 6'2 junior. Taking a breather for Frankton is 24, Trey Bennett. So the Blue Devils going to check back in with number 4, Quinn Smith. And number 40, Jace Clark, going to take a breather. And I'm also out of the ball game right there, I should mention, is 32, Isaac Hummerkaus. Ball's tipped. It goes out of bounds on the inbound pass. It's Quigley trying to inbound the basketball. They're going to let Grady Carpenter bring it in now in the front court. Brings it in Quigley. Back to Carpenter. Carpenter guarding the basketball out top there. Working well against Carpenter. Frankton Eagles. That's 23. Just got back in the ball game. Noah Melvin. Nearly chipped away. Picking up the pass there. He go in for the shot. Shot won't count. Grady Carpenter got hammered on that inbound entry pass. They're going to whistle this foul on Frankton. And that foul's going to be whistled on Noah Melvin. And he had a short stint in the ball game there before he picks up his third foul. So 3 fouls here in the second quarter on Frankton. Tipton yet to commit a foul in the second quarter. Ball brought in, Quinn Smith works it right side in front of the Blue Devils. Frankton bench, that was Peyton Aller. Quigley, Grady Carpenter, back to Quigley. Quigley on the dribble. Working against him is 34, Javon Miller for Frankton. Out top of the circle, Grady's going to dribble in. They go left-handed off the glass. 2-point bucket, good. Nice move. Quick burst to the hoop by Grady Carpenter. We'll go to the baseline. Working back to Javon Miller. He'll dish it down low. 2-point bucket, good. Number 2, Brady Carmack. And a good entry pass here by Javon Miller. It's going to be a timeout call on the floor. 4:25 left here in the second quarter. Frankton Eagles in front, 23. Tipton Blue Devils, 14. And we do thank you for tuning in. And I will mention this game is also in parts being brought to you tonight by Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies. You can shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop in, if only to browse around. They're located at 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Trophies, awards, plaques, and more. They have fast turnaround. Prices are low. They are so low you may want to be a repeat customer. That's Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana, 46060. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can reach them by phone at 317-773-7391. Again, 317-773-7391. Online, noblesvilletrophies.com. There's a second buzzer going to be brought in backcourt. Blue Devils brought in by Peyton Aller. They'll get in Grady Carpenter. They're going to put pressure in the backcourt. He'll pass it to the front court. Sam Quigley. Quigley back out top. Peyton Aller. They brought that zone way out top. Frankton Eagles. Grady Carpenter on the dribble. He'll pick up a screen from Landon Spidell. We get it to Quigley. Go to the corner with it. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith, 3-point shot is good from the right corner baseline. The 23-17 contest. 4 minutes left. Halfway through the second quarter. Going to bounce it. Down low. It's going to be nearly stolen. Ball's loose. It's picked up by Landon Spidell. Spidell picks it up, dishes it off to Grady Carpenter. They'll go off the glass. 2 points layup, and a foul is going to occur. Peyton Aller goes hard off the glass. It should say off the glass. Right side, and absorbs the foul. He'll get the bucket, and he'll shoot one. So they're going to whistle this foul on Frankton. They'll pick up their 4th foul here in the quarter. They're going to whistle this foul on 34, Javon Miller. He's a 6'3 senior. Peyton Aller, he's currently 2 for 4 at the stripe. 3-point play opportunity, good. He's 3 for 5 on the season. A quick 50% shooter, went to 60 in a heartbeat. Peyton Aller brought in from the backcourt. Blue Devils going to provide pressure in the backcourt. They'll get it back to Joey Wright. He'll pass through the front court. They'll work it down low. In the paint, off the glass. 2-point shot wouldn't go. That was Trey Bennett. Going to be a blocked shot. Peyton, Brady Carmack couldn't get the shot away. They'll work through the corners. Encore presentation wouldn't go that time. Quinn Smith, rebound out of there. Picked up by Brady Carmack. Goes up for the shot, and it's going to be blocked. Blocked the shot. Grady Carpenter got up and then recycled that one, though, working through the front court. Blue Devils. Grady Carpenter, 3-point shot. Short off the rim. Wouldn't go. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay in the front court. They're going to say it was last touch by Frankton Eagle, Trey Bennett. So Blue Devils going to bring it in left of their own bucket on the baseline. 3:09 left, 23-20. Blue Devils trail by 3. Bounce pass in, Quigley. Quigley dribbles in. He's got a pass to the hoop. He got it. He got a layup right side, and he'll get fouled. So it's a 23-22 contest. Sam Quigley going to get a chance to tie the ball game with 3:06 left here in the second quarter. So Sam Quigley at the stripe. First foul shot of the season for Sam. Shot goes in. Tie ball game, 23-all. Will be brought in from the backcourt. Blue Devil providing pressure. 4 in the backcourt pressuring the basketball. They'll work it back with the basketball is Blake Nickham. He'll bounce it. He'll drive it across the timeline. Carmack to Joey Wright. Back to Carmack. Now back to Wright. Well behind the arc. Guarding him is Landon Spidell. They'll work it left side. Going to bring back out Brady Carmack. They're working around the perimeter to Nickham. Nickham being guarded there by Sam Quigley. Out top of the basketball, Peyton Aller guarding the basketball. Trey Bennett. They'll work it down low. It's going to be a foul whistle. They're going to whistle this one on Tipton. It's going to be number 4. It'll be Quinn Smith. He'll pick up his first. We'll double check here. So he picks up his first foul in the ball game. That's the first foul in the second quarter by Tipton. Tipton going to shoot on the next common foul that would be committed by Frankton. 2:37 left here in the second quarter. Baseline jumper wouldn't go. Shot taken by Frankton. Trey Bennett back the other direction off the glass. Layup is good. Peyton Aller for 2. And a timeout called by Coach Brent Brobson of the Frankton Eagles. So we're going to stay standing. We'll try to get through this advertisement. We'll mention bringing this game to you tonight is Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21. When you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 26 years of experience to help you begin that process. Lisa Stokes Bear, your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes Bear, 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. That's Lisa Stokes Bear. She's from Cicero. She works feverishly, and she'll help you. Ball brought in backcourt. Frankton Eagles. Nickham with the dribble. They get it back. Cross-court pass. Number 2, Brady Carmack. They're working back around. 21, Ethan Stansberry. Now back out top. 3-point shot in the air. Rims off. Wouldn't go. Shot taken by Joey Wright. Rebound, Brady Carpenter. He's going to bounce off. Bounce pass. Trying to get the pass to stick. And then they're going to say the ball was out of bounds and touching the basketball. Actually, the foot was out of bounds. Quinn Smith was on the floor trying to save the basketball. It was close. Peyton Aller would have been the recipient of the pass. Ball brought in backcourt by the Frankton Eagles. Nickham with the basketball. He'll pass it across the timeline. Joey Wright picked up there defensively by Sam Quigley. And they're going to whistle a foul on Sam. Sam Quigley picks up the foul. He's going to pick up his third foul here in the first half. Coach Cliff Hawkins is going to have to set him down just for a little bit. Probably till third quarter. Coach Cliff Hawkins knows exactly what he's doing. So ball brought in, backcourt slightly. And dribbling across the timeline, Joey Wright. We're going to guess him is Isaac Humrickhouse. Going to dribble in, going to be an offensive foul. They're going to whistle an offensive foul on Frankton. 24, Trey Bennett. Trey Bennett going to pick up the foul. That was player control, so there's no shooting foul there because the offensive player could foul as much as he wanted, and it wouldn't be fun to go to the foul line every time he fouled. In the front court of the basketball, Peyton Aller dishes off. Quinn Smith. He'll take a short jumper from the baseline, wouldn't go. Rebound out of there in the front court now, working the basketball. He'll dish it down low. Credit the bucket, 24, Trey Bennett. Credit the assist. Credit that assist to Brady Carmack. Ball's in the backcourt. Going to dribble across the timeline. Peyton Aller. Out front of the scorer's bench in the front court is Grady Carpenter. We're going to see Jace Clark check in here momentarily. Next dead ball. Off the glass. Good. Right-handed off the glass. Grady Carpenter for two. 1:07 left here in the second quarter. 27-25. Blue Devils by two. On the dribble out top, Joey Wright to Nickham. Nickham being guarded there by Peyton Aller. Back to Joey Wright. He'll work a right side. Stansberry. Stansberry being guarded by Quinn Smith. They'll dish it off. Joey Wright. Left side of the bucket. Shot wouldn't go, but he'll go to the stripe. He'll earn the foul. And he'll go to the stripe, shoot two. They're going to whistle this foul on Tipton. 21, Landon Spidell. He picks up his second foul in the contest. And Joey Wright will have two. First shot up and good. Joey Wright checking out the ball game, getting a breather. Quinn Smith, getting some words from Coach Hawkins. Back in the ball game is number 40, Jace Clark. He's down low on the block. Second shot, rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound, Grady Carpenter. So Joey Wright got the first one, couldn't get the second. Grady Carpenter going to walk it to the timeline. 27-26, 38 seconds left before halftime. On the dribble, he'll take a shot outside the arc. Grady Carpenter, short off the rim, wouldn't go. Grady Carpenter, shot wouldn't go. Rebound out there, push it up ahead off the glass and fell in. That's number 2, Brady Carmack. He leads the Frankton Eagles with 21.5 points per ball game. So we're going right side, crossing the timeline. 15 seconds left. Grady Carpenter deep in the front court by the scorer's bench. Calling out some direction, maybe a clear out. 7 seconds. Grady Carpenter, no screen. He's going to pass it right side. Dribble in, back out to Grady. 3-point shot in the air is no good. Rimmed out. Looked like that ball was going in. And we'll go to halftime. Halftime score. Frankton Eagles, 28. Tipton Blue Devils, 27. Going to be a 10-minute intermission. And what a ball game in the works tonight. And so what we'll go ahead and mention, this game is in part being brought to you tonight by Jim Dandy Restaurants. Jim Dandy Restaurants. At Jim Dandy Restaurants, you'll not only enjoy an incredible dining experience, and the Jim Dandy menu simply speaks for itself. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, hot soups, fresh fruits, and a fully loaded salad bar. And even though the Tipton High School was being constructed in the early 1960s, Jim Dandy Restaurant continues to support Tipton Blue Devil basketball and Tipton Blue Devil athletics since prior to Jim Dandy opening in 1964. Jim Dandy Restaurants, good food, good friends, good times, open 7 days, Tipton and Noblesville. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals. When you find yourself looking for that dependable moving truck rental company, that high-quality choice isn't far away. You can call Indiana Express Rentals They're located at the south edge of Noblesville, Indiana. They're located at 1708 South 8th Street. You can simply call them at 317-773-4800. Again, their number is 317-773-4800. They have up to 26-foot box trucks available, and a truck with a Tommy lifts can sure come in handy. That's Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals, their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturday, they're open 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll find Dirk. Dirk will escort you around the particular premises right there, and we'll mention Penske Truck Rentals. Penske Truck Rentals, the name Penske alone takes any possible concerns away from any travel. That's Indiana Express Rentals in Noblesville. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Hope Jewelers. Hope Jewelers, they're in Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold, and silver, etc. Stop in and visit Hope Jewelers in downtown Tipton. They are next to the Diana Theater. They're located 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can reach them by phone at 765-675-9720. Again, their number is 765-675-9720. That's Hope Jewelers. They're open daily, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And they're open on Saturday, 9:30 to 2. That's Hope Jewelers in Tipton. And also bringing you tonight's contest and bringing you the floor right here at Tipton High School, the Inferno in Compass Court. In Compass Court, they do a lot. In Compass Credit Union does a whole lot for Tipton athletics. So if you're looking for a financial partner that's as community-minded as you are, welcome to Encompass Credit Union. North Central's Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their members first. Whether you're looking for lower rates on loans, higher rates on savings, or just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs, they've got you covered. Join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo. They are there to serve the community. That's Encompass Credit Union, where community comes full circle. Visit them online at encompasscu.org. Again, that's Encompass, the C and a U.org, or any of their convenient locations. That's Encompass Credit Union. And then we'll mention a little bit about Class 2A. Class 2A rankings. This is the first week of rankings. This is through December 2nd. And this is the USA Today poll. We'll see what happens next week after 1 week gets going by. We'll see how they rate, and we'll see if we get a coaches poll. I'd rather mention a coaches poll, but we'll mention top 21 tonight, Class 2A. At number 1, they have Wapahani Raiders. Wapahani Raiders, they're currently 2-0. At number 2, it's the Fort Wayne Lures. They are the Knights. They've yet to play a ball game before this poll came out. At number 3, Park Heritage. They are the Wolves. They are 2-0. At number 4, Park Tudor Panthers. They're 0-2, but yet they're rated number 4. At number 5, Gary, 21st Century. The Cougars, they're 2-0. At number 6, Lapel Bulldogs. They're 1-0. At number 7, the Tipton Blue Devils. They're 1-0. And Lapel and Tipton, number 6 and number 7, will be playing right here on February 5th at Tipton High School. At number 8, Forest Park Rangers. They're 1-0. Number 9, Manchester Squires. They're 1-1. Number 10, Providence. They are the Pioneers. They're 0-0 when this poll was taken. At number 11, Jimtown Jimmies. They're 2-0. Number 12, Sullivan. They are the Golden Arrows. They're 1-0. 3 teams tied at number 13. First team listed is Southwestern Rebels. That's out of Hanover. They're 1-0. The other at number 13 is Benton Central Bison. The Bison, they are in the West Division of the Hoosier Conference. They are currently 2-1. And the third team at number 13 is Linton. The Linton Miners, they're currently no wins, no losses. And then at number 16 on the list this week, Shenandoah Raiders. They're currently 2 wins, no losses. Shenandoah will be here with Tipton in the Tipton Gym on February 8th. 2 teams tied at number 17. One of them is Indianapolis Cecina. They are the Crusaders. They're 1-1. Another one at number 17, Wabash Apaches. They're 0-2. And we'll end this poll by mentioning 3 teams tied at number 19 this week. Westview Warriors, they're 2-1. At number 19 also is Triton Central Tigers at 2-1. And the last team on this list at number 19 is Covenant Christian. The Warriors also 1-1 on this early season. And we'll also mention, bringing you tonight's contest, is Discount Copies. Discount Copies, conveniently located at the west edge of Noblesville, Indiana. That's at 46062. They are just behind Pizza Hut and next to Bowl 32. That's along State Road 32, Noblesville. At Discount Copies, they provide set-up services where you can turn your artwork into things like notepads, note cards, prints, and calendars. And it's never too early to think about personalized Christmas cards. I have been informed Discount Copies will honor your Christmas cards, personalized, and they'll take your order up until December 10th. December 10th, it'll be the cutoff, and then you're working towards next year for the calendars. So we'll also mention, if you're planning a wedding, they can print all of your necessary printed needs. You can reach Discount Copies by phone 317-773-8783. Again, that number is 317-773-8783. That's Discount Copies. On the email, you can find them. You can email them at discountcopies, the number 96 at gmail.com. So that's Discount Copies in Noblesville. They are really, really helpful for Put Me in Sports in football season. Very thankful. So the buzzer sounds. They got the 1-minute timeout going on. The band's still making a joyful noise. They got huddles up on both side courts right there. Frankton and Tipton. Frankton going to adjourn first. And we're getting ready for second half basketball. So what a good game in the works here tonight. 28-27. Frankton in front at halftime. 18 seconds left. Here comes the 15-second buzzer. So guys are getting ready to play some basketball. Second half. It's the third game for the Frankton Eagles. Second game of the season for the Blue Devils. So both these teams are going to be in action next Friday. Eastbrook will be at Frankton. Tipton will be at Western. So that'll be a conference game for each of them. Ball can be brought in. Alternate possession arrow, Tipton. Can be brought in by Sam Quigley. Half court, passes slightly back court. Peyton Aller will dribble across the timeline, be picked up there by Ethan Stansberry. He'll bounce it around and work down baseline. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to work his way in. Then guarded there by Joey Wright. He'll go up the shot and be blocked. He got the ball back. Credit that blocked shot by Brady Carmack. The ball is finally picked up by Frankton underneath the Blue Devil basket. Crossing the timeline on the dribble. Left-handed dribble is Joey Wright. Working against him, Sam Quigley. He'll pass it right side behind the arc. Bring it back around. Brady Carmack back to Joey. Joey's going to bring it left side now back to Carmack in front of the Frankton bench. He'll go baseline. Get it back out. Carmack back to Joey. A deliberate offense. Going to dribble in. Going to reverse layup. Shot wouldn't go. Shot taken there by Frankton Eagle, 23, Noah Melvin. Back the other direction, Sam Quigley. 28-27, Frankton by 1, early going, third quarter. We brought in Grayson McFalls. They put it back out, Sam Quigley, three-point shot, good. Sam Quigley, left elbow extended, three-point shot. And it becomes 30-28, Blue Devils by 2. 6:49 on the game clock, third quarter. Crossing the timeline, Joey Wright behind the back dribble in front of Coach Brobston. They'll go to the corner with it, with the basketball. That's Stansberry. He'll dish it off, and Brady Carpenter, I should say Brady Carmack, couldn't get the shot, and rebound putback is good for Frankton. 30-30. In the front court, Blue Devils. Peyton Aller on the dribble. Sophomore athlete, got some good minutes a year ago. Going to dribble in, Sam Quigley back, works it back out to Landon Spidell, back to Grady. Spidell was going to set a screen. Grady was not going to use it. Now McFall sets a screen for Grady. He'll dribble in the paint. He'll go off the glass. Shot wouldn't go, but he'll shoot 2. So Grady Carpenter going to go to the stripe. He'll shoot a couple. They're going to whistle this foul. They're going to whistle this foul on Frankton. It's going to be whistled on 24, Trey Bennett. He picks up his third foul. First shot up and good, Grady Carpenter. As mentioned, Carpenter began the game at 71%. He's well above that now. 31-30. Second shot up, rims around, wouldn't go. Ball's loose, picked up. Rebound, 23, and Noah Melvin. 6 minutes left. Third quarter, 31-30. Blue Devils by 1. Outside the arc, three-point shot. Carmack, rims around, wouldn't go. Rebound, Joey Wright. Wright goes back up with a shot, and he'll earn a foul. He'll go to the foul stripe. He'll shoot 2. So we're going to see a sub in the ball game once again for Tipton. After the first shot, it's going to be number 4, Quinn Smith. We're going to whistle this foul on Tipton. Grady Carpenter picks up his first. Joey Wright couldn't get the first one. He'll get one more. So Grayson McFall, 6'8" sophomore, going to take a breather. Joey Wright, couple of dribbles. Here's the shot. Shot rims around and falls in. 31-31. Third quarter. 5:45 on the game clock. We're across the timeline. He'll bounce it to the front court to Sam Quigley. Back to Grady. Grady going to dribble in. They go behind the arc. Three-point shot on the way for Aller. Rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound fought for, picked up. 24, Trey Bennett. They'll work the outlet pass to Carmack. Now back out top, Joey Wright. Joey Wright, triple threat. He'll dribble. Back pedal dribble near the center circle. Right there at the Blue Devil logo. Being picked up right there by Sam Quigley. He'll stop his dribble. He'll go outside the arc, move the ball back around, back to Joey Wright. He'll reset the offense. He'll pick up the dribble out top and move it around the perimeter. Touches the hands briefly. Noah Melvin touches Stansberry's hands briefly. Now the ball's in the hands of Peyton Carmack. Brady Carmack. We'll get that down. Got a lot of guys with similar names on the floor. We're back around. Brady Carmack. He'll work it down low. Back to Carmack. Three-point shot left corner baseline. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter on the dribble. He'll go off the glass. Opposite side. He wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Number 2, Brady Carmack. Carmack in the paint. He'll try to dish it down low. Ball's going to be deflected. And I couldn't quite handle a pass there. That was 23, Noah Melvin. And the Blue Devils going to bring it in from the backcourt. Blue Devils bring it in. Sam Quigley, Grady Carpenter back to Sam. And he'll try to beat the press with the pass. Working defensively there for Frankton. Brady Carmack and Stansberry. They can beat the press on the pass. So we're going to cross-court pass. Quinn Smith. Back out, moving the basketball. Peyton Aller. Grady Carpenter gives it back to Sam Quigley. Quigley bounces it low. Might have got away with a step there. Maybe a traveling violation. No call. Might have been a double team there. Working back in off the glass. Didn't use the glass. Baseline drive. Went up in the paint. Grady Carpenter. No glass needed. 2-point bucket for Grady. 33-31. Blue Devils by 2. 3:50 left here in the third quarter. To the front court now with the basketball. Brady Carmack being guarded there by Quinn Smith. They're working around the perimeter. Out top, Joey Wright. Joey Wright going to hand off to Stansberry. Ethan Stansberry touches hands briefly. 23, Noah Melvin. Working the ball back around, looking for a good pass and a good shot. And work the time here in the front court. No shot clock in high school. A lot of folks hope that never does happen in the state of Indiana. Outside the paint, he'll dish it down low. Block shot, Grady Carpenter. He'll block a second shot. And that was 24, Trey Bennett. Got recycled twice consecutively by Grady Carpenter. That just puts the ball out of bounds. Gives the ball back to Frankton. It's good for the fans, but the inbound guys, they don't mind. It's just about the game. Out top of the basketball, Stansberry. Three-point shot in the air, Joey Wright. Rims off, wouldn't go. Fight for the board, picked up by Grady Carpenter. To the front court, he might go, coach. No, he'll dish off. Off the glass, 2-point bucket. Peyton Aller and Grady Carpenter with another assist. Outside the paint, Brady Carmack off the glass, shot wouldn't go. Rebound put back is good. Bennett got his shot blocked twice and went out of bounds. Trey Bennett got the bucket right there. The Blue Devils are going to try to bring it to the front court. Sam Quigley, 35-33. Blue Devils by 2 in the paint. Jump shot wouldn't go. Power layup for Quinn Smith. Rebound, Joey Wright for Frankton. To the front court on the dribble is Ethan Stansberry. Out top, Joey Wright works at left side around the perimeter. Brady Carmack moving the ball quick. Thought about a shot there. Bennett down low outside the paint. Out top, Joey Wright. They'll work at right side. Stansberry. They're working in right elbow. They're working down low. Bennett, and Bennett's going to get fouled as he goes up with a shot there in the paint. And they're going to whistle this foul on Tipton. It's going to be whistled on Grady Carpenter. He picks up his second foul in the ball game. And Trey Bennett going to shoot 2. He's 0 for 2 on the season. He's now 1 for 3 on the season. Gets the first one. So Quinn Smith going to take a breather. Back in the ball game for Tipton. He is number 32, Isaac Humrickhouse, 6'3" junior. So what Ben Humrickhouse playing for the Illinois Illini. Keep your eyes on Ben Humrickhouse. He was a Purple Ace, and he upgraded to the Illinois Big Ten Illini. Keep your eyes on Ben Humrickhouse, the oldest of the sons. So he gets the second shot to go in, 35-35. 2:06, clock moving, third quarter. We're going to back out top, Quigley. Around the perimeter, he'll bring it back out, reset the offense. That's number 2, Peyton Aller. Near the 10-second line, he'll work it in, top of the circle. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to dribble in the paint. He's going to take a shot in the paint. Wouldn't go, but he got fouled. Grady Carpenter going to shoot a couple. 1:49 left here in the third quarter. 35-35. They're going to whistle this foul on 32. Joey Wright, he has 2 in the ball game. Both teams with 2 fouls here in the third quarter. First shot up and good. Carpenter, he'll have 1 more. And number 4, Quinn Smith for Tipton, back in the ball game. Going to give a extended quarter break. I'm kind of thinking that would be what it is for number 5, Sam Quigley. Quigley plays defense. I'm telling you what, he's quick. Second shot good for Grady Carpenter. Ethan Stansberry back in the ball game for Frankton. Taking a breather is 24, Trey Bennett. Going to bring the ball in from the backcourt. Brought in, Brady Carmack. We'll work it back, 23, Noah Melvin. To the front court, 1:42 on the game clock. Brady Carpenter going to dribble in. He's in the paint. Going to take a shot. They're going to say it didn't go, and they're going to call timeout. Timeout was called by Coach Brent Brobston prior to the release of the basketball. There was a foul that did occur, but Coach Brobston just bailing out his player. He's good at that. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in parts being brought to you by Dean's Auto Parts. Dean's Auto Parts, that's CarQuest Auto Parts. They're located at 1110 South Peru Street, Cicero, Indiana, 46034. They're at the south edge of Cicero, right there at Cicero Town Plaza. They are team members at CarQuest Auto Parts in Cicero, and they are there to make sure you get the right parts the first time. You can reach them by phone, 317-984-4931. Again, that number is 317-984-4931, a locally owned automotive parts store that works to serve That's Dean's Auto Parts in Cicero. All going to be brought in. Left of the bucket on the baseline, Joey Wright. Bounce pass, gets it in, Stansberry. Uses the dribble, goes back to Joey Wright behind the arc in the corner. Bring back top of the circle, Stansberry. Providing good defense out top for the Blue Devils is Peyton Aller. Nearly a steal, Grady Carpenter trying to come up with the basketball. He wanted to point the other direction, but the ball's going to stay in the front court with Frankton. 1:24 on the game clock. 37-35, Blue Devils by 2. We're in the third quarter. Saturday night at Tipton High School. On the dribble, bounce pass, left side, we're going to Brady Carmack. Back to Carmack, thought about a three. Nickham touching the basketball out top, Joey Wright. We're going to Stansberry. Looking for an entry, no entry pass. So we're going down, no bounce pass. Back out to Stansberry. Cross-court skip pass. Might have been a double skip to Brady Carmack. And the defense being applied right there is by Isaac Humrickhouse. Working against Carmack. Carmack going to dribble in the paint. He's going to lower the shoulder. No foul called. He took the shot. Shot didn't go. And then coming down with the basketball is Grady Carpenter. And there's going to be a foul in the backcourt. They're going to whistle this one on Frankton. 14, Blake Nickham. He picks up number 3 in the ball game. So Frankton with 3 fouls here in the third quarter. Tipton with 2. 44 seconds left. Passing it, trying to get it across the timeline with the pass. Grady Carpenter, pass front court. Isaac Humrickhouse out top of the circle. Quinn Smith back to Grady. 32 seconds left. Grady Carpenter, slow dribble, deep in the front court. Closer, across from the scorer's bench. Working against him is Joey Wright. 22 seconds left. Stationary dribble. Now Wright's going to approach. Going to earn the 5-second count. He'll not get it yet, but he's close enough. We're going to back around. He'll break, contain there. Grady Carpenter. 10 seconds left. Back to Grady. 10-second line. He wants to clear out. 7 seconds left. You're going to cross over dribble. He'll dribble in. They go baseline jumper and got it. Grady Carpenter near the buzzer with about 1.7 seconds left and they empty out the clock now. It's going to be a 39-35 contest. Tipton by 4 at the end of 3 quarters of play. So another quarter coming up, and we'll also mention tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by Camino and Company. They're in downtown Noblesville, Indiana. Their website is Camino-and-company.com. Camino and Company is a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers, small business partners, and the Camino and Company founders. Their mascot is a 1984 El Camino SS, which belongs to Carly's grandpa, D.E. Witham. Carly Elbrett Witham, and she runs Camino and Company, and she does a heck of a job, if I don't mind saying so. And the goal at Camino and Company is to please each customer, from their concepts to the Camino and Company's completion. Again, their website, check them out. It's Camino, CAMINO-and-company.com. They work primarily a lot of weddings. They provide a lot of weddings. If you hire them for a wedding, you have no worries. You can just take that off the worry chart, and don't worry about that at all. Carly will help you. Ball brought in. Alternate possession error brought in by Frankton. Nickham, backcourt slightly. On the dribble there is Joey Wright. So we're going back around. Stansberry, Wright with the basketball. Picks up the dribble in front of the Frankton bench. Being guarded there by Sam Quigley. Blue Devils working the 2-3 zone. Fourth quarter. On the dribble out top. That's 23, Noah Melvin. Back out to Joey Wright. 7:35 left. 39-35, fourth quarter. Blue Devils by 4. Out top of the basketball. Picks up the dribble. Stansberry tries to work it into Carmack. Ball's loose. Going to be another jump ball. Jump ball, alternate possession arrow, gives it to Tipton. It's got to be 5 jump balls in this game. So while you do a girls game, and then you'll find out. You put the chart up at the top, for them, for us, for them, for us, and you probably fill the whole top up sometimes. Down low, off the glass, 2-point bucket, good. Landon Spidell. Credit the entry pass, half court assist pass from Grady Carpenter. on the dribble in the backcourt. Going to work it right there, Melvin. It's going to be a stolen. Chest pass stolen at half court. They go left-handed off the glass. Sam Quigley for two. In the backcourt with the basketball is Melvin. They get it back to Joey Wright, being guarded there closely by Peyton Aller. Jump pass crossing the timeline with the pass to Nickham. Back out to Melvin. They're working around the perimeter. Joey Wright now near the corner. One dribble. Stansberry working around the perimeter. Working back to Carmack. Carmack inside to Nickham. Inside out play. Three-point shot short off the rim for Brady Carmack. Wouldn't go. Ball's tipped and finally it goes out of bounds. It's going to be last touch by Frankton. The Frankton Eagles going to check back in the ballgame with 24, Trey Bennett. 6'6" sophomore. Trey Bennett averaging 5.5 boards per game. Frankton Eagles playing defense now. Full court. Grady Carpenter going to pass across timeline. Peyton Aller back to Grady. Grady going to dribble the lane. He'll dish it down low. Couldn't catch the handle there. That was Landon Spidell. Back to Grady. Sam Quigley. Now back to Grady. Back out to Sam. Way out top. Sam Quigley. 6:10 left here in the fourth quarter. 43-35. Blue Devils by 8. Baseline. They pass it down low as Grady Carpenter works it in to Sam Quigley. Quigley's going to absorb a foul. Foul's going to be whistled on Frankton. And the Blue Devils are going to shoot two. It's going to be Sam Quigley at the stripe. They're going to whistle this foul on 24, Trey Bennett. He has 4. Trey Bennett did foul out of their first game versus Lapel. First shot wouldn't go for Quigley. He'll get one more. Trey Bennett must have had 3 fouls in the Muncie-Burris game. Frankton got by Muncie-Burris rather easily, 77-32. Second shot good by Quigley. Ball brought in, backcourt, Nickham. Joey Wright, Nickham to bring it back and forth. 44-35, 5:50 left here in the fourth quarter. Blue Devils in front by 9. Outside the arc, Nickham. Shot wouldn't go. 3-point territory. Rebound controlled by Grady Carpenter. Carpenter crossing the timeline. Going to hand off right there. Quigley around the perimeter. Quinn Smith. Left side. Peyton Aller. Finds Grady Carpenter on outside the paint. He'll work it back around. Quinn Smith. Get back out to Sam Quigley. Well behind the arc. Guarding him is 14, Blake Nickham. He's going to dribble in. He'll go one-handed off the glass. Shot going to go. Rebound, Landon Spidell. He'll get the put back. Spidell in the paint. Back up with the shot for 2. 46-35. Blue Devils by 11. 5:04 left. Working out behind the arc, Nickham. Baseline. Carmack. He dribbles once. Back out top. Joey Wright. Stansberry. Back to Wright. Thought about a three. He'll dribble in the paint. He'll go left-handed. Try to go off the glass. He'll absorb a foul. He landed on the surface, but he'll take one. It's going to be 2 shots. Foul's going to be whistled against the Blue Devils. And Joey Wright going to go to stripe. That foul whistled. 21, Landon Spidell. He has 3 in the contest. Both teams have 1 foul here in the fourth quarter. First shot rims out. Wouldn't go for Joey Wright. He'll get one more. He'll get some encouragement there by Stansberry. And he'll shoot one more. Joey Wright. Couple of bounces. Next shot up and good. So we got the back end of a 2-shot foul. It's Joey Wright for Frankton. 46-36. 10-point advantage for Tipton. 4:45 left here in the fourth quarter. Out top of the circle was a basketball. Sam Quigley looking for defense. Nickham's going to come out and play. Grady screens him off. Behind the arc with the basketball, Quinn Smith back to Grady. Grady Carpenter on the dribble. Going to dribble in the paint, kick it back out. Sam Quigley, 3-point shot, rims off, would go. Rebound secured. Frankton, Trey Bennett, number 24. Joey Wright pushes it up ahead. Stansberry out top, run the point. What's your right side? Brady Carpenter is going to be stolen. Back the other direction. He'll go off the glass. Right side this time. Sam Quigley, a steal and a bucket. And the Blue Devils go up 48-36. 4:05 left. It's going to be a full 60-second timeout called by the Frankton Eagles. So I tell you what, we'll talk a little bit about, we'll mention the Indiana Pacers. Indiana Pacers, presently, they are 10 wins, 14 losses on the season. They started back on October 23rd. They were at Detroit. Got the first game win, 115 to 109. Then they were 1-3. Then they were 2-3. Then they were 4-6. And as mentioned, they're 10-14 right now. They had an 8-game away game losing streak. They couldn't win on the opposing court to save themselves. It started on November 8th on the away games. They lost to Charlotte. They lost to Orlando, Toronto, Houston, Milwaukee, Memphis, Toronto, and Brooklyn. But now that I say this, Memphis Grizzlies. For you Purdue fans, Zach Edey, he's a rookie for Memphis. And Zach Edey and the Memphis Grizzlies will be at Gainbridge Fieldhouse on February 20th, 7 o'clock. February 20th, you can see Zach Edey and the Memphis Grizzlies at the Pacers. And the tickets start as low as $35. I should mention the Pacers stopped their losing streak on away games last night at Chicago with a 132-123 win. Ball brought in backcourt. Frankton Eagles. Nickams nailed the toe right there. They're working into Brady Carmack. He saves the basketball, gets it to Joey Wright. Out top, now Brady Carmack going to take the point. We're going to left side. Joey Wright back around the perimeter to Nickham. Blue Devils moving their feet. Blue Devils, I did watch them in practice one time. They had to make the offense 30 passes before they had an opening to shoot the basketball because they were moving their feet. And they're going to whistle a foul here in the front court. Frankton. Fouls whistled on Landon Spidell. He has number 4. At the free throw line, he got the first one, Joey Wright. And then we're going to see a substitution in the ball game. It's going to be 23, Noah Melvin for Frankton, going to enter the basketball game and he'll enter for 24, Trey Bennett. Trey Bennett with 4 fouls. Going to have to be careful. Second shot also good for Joey Wright. Full court pressure. Sam Quigley. 49-38. Take that back. 48-38, a 10-point advantage for the Blue Devils. There's going to be a foul in the front court. Whistled on the Frankton Eagles. So they're going to whistle this foul on 14, Blake Nickham. Blake Nickham did foul out of their first game versus Lapel. That was at Lapel. On the dribble in the front court. Deep, Peyton Aller back out top, moves the basketball, Sam Quigley. Now left side, Grady Carpenter in front of Coach Cliff Hawkins. He'll dribble into paint. Floater got the bucket. Grady Carpenter for 2. It's a 50-38 contest. 3:07 left. Jumper, left elbow, wouldn't go for Stansberry. Rebound out of there, controlled by Peyton Aller. To Grady Carpenter, trying to save the basketball there. Joey Wright playing defense in front of the Blue Devil bench. Ball just tipped out of bounds. So ball's going to be brought in front of the bench there. Grady Carpenter guarding the inbound. Joey Wright. Principle of verticality. No reach over there. Ball goes out of bounds. A kick. It was unintentional, but the ball did go out of bounds. Ref called it a kick. Made no difference. It went out of bounds anyway. That kick's got to be intentional. Deemed by the official. And he's got the license. I do not. Be brought in. Baseline, right side, Sam Quigley. Tall pass, Grady Carpenter. Going to be a foul whistle on Frankton. Double team trying to steal the basketball was Nickham. And also right there was Wright. Joey Wright and Blake Nickham. And Blake Nickham is going to exit the ball game with his maximum number of fouls. 50-38. 2:54 on the game clock. And Nickham going to get a good hand clap by the Frankton faithful. I did see the team bus driving over here. I was pretty close to the team bus over by 296th Street and 37 when it went by me. 2:43 on the game clock. Grady Carpenter on the dribble. He'll bounce it down low. Landon Spidell. Keep it back alive. Go to the corner with it. Grady Carpenter going to work it back around. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith couldn't get the first shot. He got blocked. Came back down in his hands. went up off the glass, right side of the lane, got the bucket. Quinn Smith, 52-38, 14-point advantage for the Blue Devils. Going to drive in, going to try a reverse layup with that right hand, working right to left, using that rim as a defender. And I think that's Joey Wright. Took the brunt of that one. Got some sweat on the floor. Got a Blue Devil boy right there to stop it up to what just like the Pacers have down there. Wouldn't that be fun to be a Pacer boy down there, about 10, 12 years old as a youth? That'd be a blast. So we're going to fouls whistled on 21. Landon Spidell, he exits the ball game with his maximum number of fouls. First shot, Joey Wright wouldn't go. So he'll get one more. And Grayson McFalls is back in the game for the Blue Devils to replace Landon Spidell. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tipton. Ball's going to be brought in left of the bucket on the baseline by Joey Wright of Frankton. Looking to get it in. Looking. He'll bounce it. Outside the arc, three-point shot, Stansberry. Got it. Nothing but net. Ethan Stansberry spotted up. Pretty looking shot there. It's a 52-41 contest. 2:08, nearly a steal. Sam Quigley comes up with it, pushes it down low. Driving the lane there. Layup. Again, it's Quinn Smith for two. 54-41, 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Turnaround jumper just outside the paint. Wouldn't go for Brady Carmack. Rebound secured. Shot wouldn't go. Joey Wright might have took one across the bridge of the nose there. Couldn't get the shot to go, but Joey Wright going to go to the stripe once again. He's been there several times in this contest. They're going to whistle this foul on number 4. Quinn Smith, first shot is good for Joey Wright. He'll get one more. 1:49 on the game clock, 54-42. Now 54-43 as Joey Wright nailed both of them. Ball brought in backcourt. Sam Quigley, double team. He'll bounce out of it, pass to Grady Carpenter down the front court, and he'll find all alone is McFalls. They go off the glass, 2-point bucket, good. Credit another assist to Grady Carpenter. Grady Carpenter, as mentioned, on the season. In just his first game, Grady Carpenter, 8 assists. He's probably above that tonight. Outside the arc, Stansberry. Out top, Joey Wright. Stansberry bounces to low, Javon Miller. 34, Javon Miller back in the game, a 6'3 senior. Reverse layup going through the hoop there, and I couldn't get it, but a rebound put back is good. I believe that was Melvin. Noah Melvin for 2. Going to whistle a foul in the backcourt. Blue Devils still not in a shooting situation. That's going to be foul number 4. So the rest of the way, we'll shoot fouls both sides of the court. 1:02 left, 56-45. And that foul was whistled on 32. Joey Wright, he has 3. Ethan Stansberry going to take a breather. In the ballgame for him is number 3, Eli Birch. Eli Birch is a 5'10" junior. Eli Birch has scored 1 point on the season thus far. Out top of the basketball, Grady Carpenter working back to Quigley. They're trying to keep the ball away from the defense. Out near the center circle with Grady Carpenter being guarded there by Joey Wright. They're working down low. They bring the ball back out. Quinn Smith, Quigley. Sam Quigley's going to get fouled way out top by number 2, Brady Carmack. And that's going to put Quigley at the free throw line, shooting 2 shots. 39.7 left. Fourth quarter, it's 56-45. Quigley is the only Blue Devil on the lane. The other 4 are in the backcourt. First shot up, rims off long, wouldn't go. They'll get one more. Grady Carpenter will come in, slapping 5. A little bit of an encouragement. We'll step back out of the ballgame here is number 3 for Frankton, Eli Birch. Takes a medium 5 from Coach Brobston. Second shot, long again, nearly the same shot. Rebound to Bennett. They'll go to the front court. Joey Wright on the dribble. Behind the arc, the basketball, Stansberry back to Wright. 30 seconds left. He'll take a jumper, 3-point land. That's left elbow extended. Joey Wright for three. 56-48. It's an 8-point ball game. Foul's going to be whistled in the front court. Blue Devils going to go to the stripe. 21.8 seconds left. They're going to whistle this foul on Brady Carmack. He has two in the ball game. He's a clean basketball player. I don't know that if he's been off the court yet tonight. First shot rims around off the backboard and falls in. So Quigley missed two his last trip, and he's got his first of two here. We're going to see Isaac Humrickhouse, 32 for the Blue Devils, back in the game. Taking a breather is Grayson McFalls. Second shot up, rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound to Bennett. To the front court, Joey Wright. Bounce pass, Stansberry. Thought about a three, he'll bounce it back out. Joey Wright, he'll dribble around and take a two-point shot. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound fought for, picked up by Wright. He'll go back up off the glass. Two-point bucket is good. Joey Wright, 6 seconds left. It's 57-50. Going to be a foul in the backcourt. 57-50. 3.7 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to walk the distance. And the Blue Devils are going to send to the foul stripe number 32, Isaac Humrickhouse. Isaac Humrickhouse, 6'3". He's a junior. He's averaging 3 points. He got 3 points in the first game versus Tri-Central. It was a three-point shot. He's 1 for 1 3-point land. And right now he's 1 for 1 at the free throw stripe. 58-50. 3.7. Isaac Humrickhouse. Second shot up and also good. 2 for 2 at the stripe. And they're going to inbound the basketball, and Joey Wright is going to give up the basketball to the official. That's going to complete tonight's ball game. Final score tonight, Tipton Blue Devils 59, Frankton Eagles 50. We do thank you for tuning in. And I will mention both these teams, as mentioned, going to be in action next Friday night. The Frankton Eagles will be home with the Eastbrook Panthers. And they're going to start that varsity game about 8 o'clock. They're going to start the JV at 6:30. Give Eastbrook a little bit more time to make the drive over. But again, that's going to be next Friday. December 13th, Eastbrook Panthers at the Frankton Eagles. And that is a conference game in the Central Indiana Conference. And the Tipton Blue Devils are going to be on the road next Friday night. That's the 13th of December. It'll be a 6 and a 7:30 start. Tipton will be at the Western Panthers, and that'll be an East Division matchup at the Hoosier Conference. And we'll also mention this game has been brought to you by Tipton Blue Devil backers. And we do thank you for tuning in. PutMeInSports.com, internet radio since 2008. Happy to support education-based high school varsity sports. Baseball in the spring, Lafayette Central Catholic Knights baseball. Tipton Blue Devil football in the fall, and Tipton Blue Devil boys basketball in the winter. We thank you for tuning in. And we'll mention, no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let him go. Keep the fire burning.